Okay, looks like we're doing this.
I've never been a person to trust or speak openly about anything without putting in the time and effort to give my unbiased opinion. Living in today's world consists of never verifying what comes our way, never questioning how everyone claims to follow the truth, but the truth you claim to follow is your perspective based on inheritance, cultural ties, and the circle that you've been around most of your life. We have never read our own books, let alone others, but we claim it to be unaltered and divine, leaving humanity in a downward spiral intellectually until we choose to better ourselves. We will always be vulnerable to lies, corruption, and manipulation. So I've taken on the responsibility to seek the truth, to challenge my mind, body, and soul, to ultimately develop a closer and better connection of understanding my Creator. Hearing about 5-dimethyltryptamine, or DMT, and how we naturally produce DMT in our livers, lungs, and minds, and how it is part of the normal human neurochemistry, but when taken in large doses, giving you a view of the world that may not be possible without it, a signal that could be easily misinterpreted for a conversation with God. For that reason, I've decided to experience what DMT has to offer. Here is my journey on DMT.
I had a great day yesterday. I wasn't planning on doing anything other than the bufa ceremony with the toad. But when I got here yesterday and I got a room, I found that there's another ceremony going on. I got to know everybody, started talking to them, made some really great friends. It's a coca ceremony, and it's the coca plant, and there's no DMT. It's not a psychedelic, but it was a very great experience because it's a natural plant. It's bitter. You drink it. It doesn't get you high. It doesn't get you nothing like that. But it gives you this weird connection to earth, and yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to say it, but I think it prepped me for today. I don't really dream much. I don't sleep that good, but I had 2 dreams that I fully remember. I'm fasting right now ever since the coca plant, but I feel like it's added value to what I'm about to do. I need to rip off the Band-Aid and get this done because I have never been so nervous to do anything, and I'm a very gutsy guy where I'll do a lot of things, and not that I've seen anything bad about it. It's just knowing that it's the most intense psychedelic on the entire planet. To get yourself there, I know I'm gonna do it because it's that, but it just gets you a little bit nervous. So I'm about 25 minutes away from getting this going, and I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Spanish, ella en English.
Okay, so we're going to pray.
Or-
And we're going to say his name.
Madre Tierra,
Mother Earth,
Gran Espíritu,
Gran Espíritu,
infinitos seres de luz,
infinities of light,
les pido su presencia
I ask for your presence
para que llenen este espacio,
in this day,
mi mente,
my mind,
mi cuerpo y mi alma.
my body, and my soul.
Que me permitan ser un canal abierto
Allow me to be an open channel
para amor infinito,
for infinite love,
luz y sabiduría,
light, and wisdom,
para mi propia sanación y la de los demás.
for my own healing and that of others,
Y la sanación de la Madre Tierra.
for the healing of Mother Earth.
La paz en la tierra comienza hoy,
Peace on earth begins today,
desde dentro de mí.
from inside.
Voy a soltar y a relajar
Going to release and relax,
y permitir amor infinito entrar en mí.
and allow infinite love to enter.
Ajo. Exhala. Inhala.
I was prepping myself mentally, knowing that only seconds away I'd be experiencing something that I've never experienced before.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve.
Right around 8 is where I started feeling the earth shaking from underneath me. But when I took that deep breath, everything changed. It happened so quick, I had no choice. I just felt myself rocket into the sky, a controlled type of vibration, and it was uncomfortable, and I kept on telling myself, calm down. It was as if my soul was being ripped out of my body, and I keep seeing darkness and light, and I just couldn't let go of my ego. I couldn't let go. It was as if I was dying, but I didn't want to die until I remembered what he told me. And at that point, I just let go. Every burden in life, every material object, all gone. It was as if I passed the test, but now I'm in this realm of whiteness, seeing this object coming towards me. And I'm not sure what it is, but I've already passed the stage of letting go. And I keep telling myself to let go more. And every time I let go and surrender, I see shapes heading towards me, kind of like freedom, until I seen a ball of whiteness in the middle, more white than where I was. And kept telling myself, surrender, let go, experience, get closer. And the more I did it, the more that whiteness got closer and closer, until it got so close that I figured that it wasn't just a ball, it was the end of the journey. And because I let go, I entered into this new realm of complete vibrating energy of whiteness, complete bliss and energy, beautifulness. And I just stayed there, what felt like hours. And then all of a sudden, this cosmic, powerful movement of energy, colors and shapes just flourished in front of me. It was a sight and experience that would make a non-believer a believer. It was something that man couldn't make, something that was divine and beautiful, but so beautiful that you can't put in words. I was in this different space, a different world, and I just couldn't do anything about it but accept it and let it just take over. You look at life with all the problems that each and every one of us has, but then you look back at the moment that I shared that very few of us have done, and I think of how irrelevant all these problems are. When you're sitting next to that type of energy and that type of love, and you feel it, and all you could do is appreciate where you're at in the moment that you're at, which felt like hours and hours and hours, but it was only 15 minutes. But a beautiful place, and it gives you hope to where we potentially could be going, or where you could take yourself mentally in this world and avoid all the obstacles and the struggles that we have. All I can really do is pray for awareness and understanding. That's what this experience has given me. It's given me the ability to focus more on what's past this temporary world and focus on what's coming after. It's so temporary that we can't see it. We live in a delusion of material objects, fighting and wars and greed and power. This has shown me beyond that, shown me love like I've never experienced. Right about now is where I started coming back, and my spirit just entered back into my body. And I took my first look, and the first thing I seen was the top of the teepee. And I realized that I was gone and where I was. And I was in a teepee doing a ceremony. And I'm back to this material world. And I started praising God and moving my hands, realizing that I am material and that I am in this world still. But I had a chance to experience something that a lot of people will never experience. And right when I looked to the right and to the left, and I seen them both look at me, they didn't have to say anything. I looked at their eyes, and they knew that I knew that they knew. We were part of a group now, a family. You didn't have to tell me, because I've experienced it now, and so have you. And they know that I have experienced it. So when I looked at them, they just gave me that look like, welcome, now you know. And it was just so powerful. It was such a powerful connection without using words.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
I've done a lot of things to figure out the truth, and when it comes down to spirituality, religion, and it's been very complicated. I feel that religion has become more of an inheritance and not something that we have to look into ourselves. And this is why I've been trying my best not to favor my mom and dad and my culture and my religion. And I've done my own research, but I knew something was missing. And I needed to take one step further beyond what the average person does. I've done ayahuasca, but I felt there was more, And I get it now. I get it. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is my home now. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All surrender to love.
I get it now.
Todo es bien.
So I'm kind of speechless. I'm still recuperating from what I have seen, and like, this is no joke right now. And I had a basic understanding of life, and let me tell you this much, that I don't think anybody really gets it. I really don't think people get it. I really don't think people get it. The things you see, if you don't believe in God, you believe. If you don't believe in God, you believe. I want to when you watch these videos online, you think that you're gonna understand it.
No, it's different. You need to use your own path and your safe path to get the same goal. And the virtual experience is just a way. Take a look on the goal and then you know what you are looking for. Dig this path.
Yeah.
Find a lot of things very interesting.
Okay, this is the beginning of the journey.
Yes, if it's the beginning, follow this path. You think about it. Hopefully.
Perfect. Thank you, brother.
You're welcome.
Nice, thank you.
This is great,
Welcome,
man.
welcome family. Welcome. Well, come back to your roots, the human roots. Thank you, tribal music, tribal family.